You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
Why are you so hysterical?
Do you understand life?
Hello, welcome back to Ycft for a bonus episode. We've done actually no planning for this one. We'd finished filming our latest batch, and we just decided, look, should we just do this film? And that film is Tommy Wiseau's The Room from 2003. This isn't going to be a play-by-play review of it. If you've come here to watch a video about The Room, you know what The Room is. It is one of the worst movies ever made, but somehow has endured for over 20 years. And up until recently, you'd never seen it, had you?
No.
You'd seen The Disaster Artist, but couldn't really remember it.
Nope. I don't even think I saw The Disaster Artist in the cinema. I can't remember when I saw it. I've always been aware that there was a film that existed called The Room, and it was considered one of the worst movies ever made. But I didn't know anything else beyond that. I didn't even know what the plot of the film was. It didn't even occur to me that the film must have a plot. Like there would be characters. Like there'll be a whole storyline involved. It just always existed in my head as one of the notoriously worst films ever made.
I picked up The Disaster Artist before the film came out. I can see it's a very worn book. I passed it around a group of friends afterwards. And it is a fascinating retelling of how this film came about. Like everything from Tommy didn't rent any of his camera equipment. He bought everything. He had that green screen rooftop scene when he actually owned a building with a very similar looking rooftop. Nothing in this movie makes sense. So I first discovered it well over 10 years ago. I think I was in uni when I first watched it. I had heard about it. I'd watched some videos on it and someone was like, right, let's sit down and actually watch it. So we did. And it's like, what on earth have I just watched? This is never a movie that you watch on your own. You only ever watch it with people, either introducing it to people or having it introduced to you. 10-ish years ago, around the time of a film that Tommy was in called Best Friends, I went to see The Room in a screening in Manchester, in a place called Gorilla. And it was cool. It was hosted by Greg Sestero, who plays Mark in the film, and was the co-writer of The Disaster Artist, along with a guy called Tom Bissell. He was hosting it, so we watched... It started off with him introducing it, then we watched Best Friends, Volume 1. And then it was cool. We got people up to act out scenes of The Room with him, and then we watched The Room and ended with a photo with him. I bought a copy of the script, the original script.
Nice.
And I got it signed by Greg.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That time. And this, if you ever get a chance to read through this, it is fascinating and absolutely,
I'm sure,
fascinating read. 'Cause it started off like it was going to be a play or a book at some point, and eventually made its way into being a film.
Yeah.
We went to see it this weekend. A place near us was doing a date. Greg Sestero was back hosting it, and I basically begged you, can you please come see this with me again?
It's finally time.
It's finally time for me to introduce you to The Room. And in a cinema is the way to watch it, because it's garnered this massive cult following. Like, Tommy tours it constantly. I think he comes to London like once every year. Greg tours it. And there's certain things that have become standard when you go to see The Room. Mainly it's the spoons.
What's she talking about?
They didn't change the stock images of the photo frames that they bought, and there's a prominent picture of a spoon, so people throw spoons at the screening. When I saw it for the first time, someone tapped me on the shoulder, passed me some plastic spoons, and I'm like, oh my god, it's happening. And every time you just lob spoons at the screen. I knew it was going to be a thing this time, so the only instructions when we booked it was no metal spoons. So someone kept every time, spoons!
Yeah.
Cinemas at the band, people throwing footballs around.
Yeah.
But there was an inflatable football this time. Usually you don't want audience participation in a film. This is part of what makes it. Like, I would never just sit and put on The Room, but I would happily go.
Yeah.
To this cinema has done it like 3 years in a row now.
It's popular.
It was so popular because I think it only started off with like 1 or 2 screenings. They had to add an extra late night screening because it sold out that quickly. For me, really, really cool. And unlike the first one I went to, it was a much bigger event. So there was a couple hundred people there. So your time with Greg was literally just like, oh, hi, big fan. Quick photo.
Yeah.
Hi, and then move on. This time, he was at a table. He was selling the merch. And because it was quite a small venue, I got a chance to stand and chat to him for a bit.
Yeah.
So I got a t-shirt, which is signed.
Yes.
And I picked up a poster. It says, "Oh, hi, David."
Which is also signed.
And I got to chat to him. I know he was in Retro Puppet Master. That was his first speaking role. He talks about it in the book. So I was like, oh, wow, I'm here. And it was quite quiet at the time. So I'm like, oh, I can actually just have a chat with him about... I think he quite liked being asked about something other than the room. So I asked him, like, what was it like working on set there? Did you have much time with the puppets, or was that mainly done, like, afterwards? He went, oh, I had a lot of time with the puppets, but they were... Yeah, it was mostly done with B-roll. But he was like, yeah, it was my first speaking role. Just tried my best. They actually, for the Disaster Artist, did recreate scenes from Retro Puppet Master that didn't make it into the film.
Yeah.
I was like, first time I'd heard of this. I was like, what? Do those scenes exist? Are they on the Blu-ray? He's like, no, they're nowhere to be found. I'm like, why is it? I have no idea why none of that made it in, because they remade some of the puppets and everything for it. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. He got up on stage to introduce the film, and I kind of got a bit of a shout out.
Yeah, you did.
He said that because he said, "Oh, we're going to read a segment from a book which perfectly describes my relationship with Tommy when I got back from Romania after filming Puppet Master." Which actually, weirdly, I've already spoken to someone at length today about Puppet Master.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah,
That's me.
that's me." I got to talk to him. As you can probably tell, I am a fan. I'm part of like the cult of the room.
You are the cult.
The cult of the room. So, someone who mainly went in quite blind. I assume you must have seen like some of the memes.
Yeah.
Around it, like you must know, like, "I'll tear me apart."
Over time, I've seen.
Did you ever see the "Oh, hi, March" whenever March comes along? Oh, you will now. No. What did you think? What did you think watching it in a packed, energetic theatre? It was only small. It's only a small screen. Only a small screening. What did you think? Other than the fact that Greg Sestero is a very good-looking man.
I thought, great fun, shit film. In a nutshell.
Am I wrong?
What? What are you, nuts?
That is what I thought. As I say, I had no idea what the plot of this was, so the fact that it turned out to be a romantic, tragic drama was news to me. And like now I look back on it, I'm like, it's kind of bizarre that it never even occurred to me that this film would have an actual storyline. Like, of course it would. So the fact that it actually was a romance just sort of threw me. This is the most interactive cinema experience I've ever had. And usually, like when people are being a bit riotous and they're talking through it and, certainly throwing things at the screen, it's like, that's a terrible cinema experience. With this, it was everything. Because everyone that was there, the vast majority of people in the room had seen it and knew exactly what to expect.
But there were a couple of people there, obviously you included.
I was like one of like token 3 people that hadn't seen it. But everyone there was clearly a fan of it to some degree. They knew all the lines, like they knew when to throw the spoons, they knew like what line was coming next.
We got a new client at the bank. We'll make a lot of money.
What client?
I cannot tell you, it's confidential.
Oh, come on, why not?
No, I can't. Anyway, how is your sex life?
And it was such good fun, and I've never had a cinema experience like that before.
It makes it a very special memory. And because you have people like, the film got a standing ovation at the end.
Yeah.
And after the most famous moments, everyone's just applauding.
Yeah.
Or people calling out like silly things like, "Close the door."
Yeah, there's a draft.
Like, every time someone enters the scene, it's like, "Hi, Denny."
Yeah, the thing.
Hi, Lisa.
What I loved as well is like there's a lot of characters that just like appear at Lisa and Johnny's house, and like her mum, she frequently just pops around to talk, and it's like, bear in mind she's just arrived, and then within like a few minutes of dialogue, well, I have to go now.
Yeah.
And then I could always hear someone in the background going like, "But you just got there. You just arrived. Why do you have to go?"
Listen, I've got to go. But you remember what I told you, okay? Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was a woman in our screen who had the most contagious laugh.
She loved it.
She was laughing at stuff that wasn't even like the funny scenes, and it's the type of screening where that's what you want.
Yeah.
Then every now and then just remember, spoons!
Spoons! Throw the spoons.
Just throw the spoons. And yeah, that just makes it an incredibly fun, interactive experience for what is a shit film. But the film almost feels like a fever dream, because it doesn't... It's kind of that proof of you can be completely devoid of talent, but you can still make a movie.
Everything goes wrong at once. Nobody wants to help me, and I'm dying.
You're not dying, Mom.
I got the results of the test back. I definitely have breast cancer.
It's boggling to me that, you know, Tommy, he wrote this, he directed it, he produced it, of course he acted in it, he financed it.
Hi, babe. I have something for you.
But, you know, there was obviously a team of people that were also involved in it, like, you know, a cinematographer, the sound person, you know, hair and makeup. And it's baffling to me that so many people could be involved in something, go to work every day, do these scenes, and have the momentum to carry on. Like, I just can't. It genuinely is astounding to me, because now, having also rewatched The Disaster Artist, and you see like the behind the scenes perspectives, everyone knew they were working on what was essentially a car crash of a production.
They never thought it was going to come out.
No, I think that was like the best case scenario, is it just doesn't get seen by anyone. Like, we'll finish it, no one will see it aside from maybe friends or family.
Yeah.
And that's it. But watching like the actual movie, it's insanity to me to think that this film could be made with any other intention other than to laugh at. You know, it's like, if this movie was made with the intention of being one of the worst movies ever made, slam dunk. Like, absolutely achieved that goal.
I used to know a girl. She had a dozen guys. One of them found out about it, beat her up so bad she ended up in a hospital on Guerrero Street.
What a story, Mark.
Yeah, you can say that again.
But the fact that, like, it was made with heart,
with the intention to win Oscars,
literally with the intention to win an Oscar, I just, like, I'm staggered. I'm truly staggered. Like, I've never seen acting so bad. I've never seen so many scenes that are effectively non sequiturs from each other that just don't follow on.
There is so much sex in it as well.
Very gratuitous,
weirdly filmed,
awkwardly choreographed sex scenes. And now I feel bad for Juliette Danielle, who doesn't seem like had a great time doing those sex scenes.
No.
Dialogue that
doesn't make sense.
Plot points that are brought up that don't go anywhere at all. Characters that just don't go. Words elude me. It's like, I don't know. It's a bad movie.
But what about it because there's bad movies that come out all the time. There's something that was brought up when we watched The Disaster Artist by, was it Judd Apatow maybe?
Well, they have a lot of celebrities at the beginning talking about, you know, their reverence for the film.
Yeah. A lot of people can't remember the film that won Best Picture at the Oscars like a couple of years ago. But they remember this. Mm-hmm. Which, ironically, Disaster Artist went on to win Golden Globes and got nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
What is it about this film that has such staying power? I've debated this many times with people. I say, like, this is one of the worst films I've made, but what is the purpose of film? It's to entertain. Mm-hmm. This film is so entertaining that it has survived. And it's thriving. Especially, like, I had the benefits of coming out, like, in the dawn of, like, the internet as it is now, and that's how it kind of got rediscovered. By being one of the worst films ever made, is it actually one of the best films? Obviously, you've experienced what it is like to see The Room with a crowd.
Yeah.
Do you think other people should go and experience that?
Yeah. It was a very fun experience. I knew going in this was going to be a terrible movie. The film doesn't have any other reputation.
No.
There's no doubt about it in anyone's mind. It's a terrible film. So I knew to expect that. I did not expect to have as much fun as I did in that screening. And in a way, it probably is like one of my most favourite cinema experiences. Something that Greg said at the beginning as well, when he was doing a little bit of a Q&A, and someone asked, you know, why is this film endured for as long as it has? Like, why are we all here? Everyone's trying to make sense of it in their own mind. I don't think anyone really truly knows the answer, but he said something that I really liked, and it's sort of similar to, you know, that person, maybe it was Apatow, that, you know, the beginning of Disaster Artist, but Sestero basically said that, you know, like, with films and any kind of, you know, TV story or whatever it is, the studio plows momentum into it. You know, like, it's the studio that keeps it going through marketing, through promotion, through award campaigns, through festivals. You know, like, they're kind of the driving force behind it. With The Room, you don't have any of that. it's the people that have kept it going. It's us. It's David. It's the Davids of this world that have kept it going just because
they love it.
Yeah. And I think that there is actually something quite sentimental about that. You know, this film has endured for over 20 years now.
Yeah, like 22 years.
22 years because of the fans.
As years go by, we slowly learn more and more about Tommy. Even you were instantly like, I've got to research this, but I need to know more about this mysterious man who at one point included a side plot in this film where he was going to be a vampire with a flying car. People might have been able to work out his age. Maybe. We've only very recently found out that he's actually from Poland.
Yeah.
It was during the promotion for The Disaster Artist that he finally admitted that he was originally born in Europe.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, he always said he was from New Orleans.
Because, you know, like, that New Orleans accent.
Yeah.
Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
Where does all his money make? We think he made his money in jeans. I've seen Reddit threads recently. He actually owns a couple of Panera Bread franchises in San Francisco. And so there's so much mystery around this man. A lot of people even think the film was a money laundering scheme. There's just no way to know.
One thing that we do know is that Tommy has since said in the numerous Q&As and panels that he does, from what I gather, that he always intended for this to be seen as a comedy.
Wake up, man. What planet are you on?
I think you should leave right now, Mark.
I call bullshit.
Yeah. I think most people do, right?
Yeah.
That's him trying to claw back some respect, I guess.
The film did eventually, because it was only in theatre. He paid to keep it in theatres for like 2 weeks. I think it made like just shy of $2,000 on a budget of. Oh, it's estimated to be what, about 6 million. But over time has become profitable. I'm still waiting for the wide release of Big Shark, and there is a charity remake called The Room Returns with Bob Odenkirk coming out, which we found out just recently wrapped filming. Greg is in it playing the gangster character of Chris R.
Brilliant. So
yeah, The Room, and it's called that because initially it was all supposed to take place in one room. It doesn't. It will continue to endure.
Can I just briefly talk about the plot? Because for anyone out there that's watching this that was like me, that was questioning what the hell is this film about. So Tommy plays a guy called Johnny, who is very wealthy. He's a banker. He lives in a San Franciscan apartment with his fiancée Lisa, who he is besotted with. Lisa is kind of in love with him until she decides that she isn't, and decides that she's actually in love with his best friend Mark. They have an affair. Mark's not quite sure if he's in love with Lisa. He sort of flip-flops back and forth on that when it's convenient.
They also have Tommy rents an apartment in the building for a young lad called Denny and is paying his way through school.
Danny, do you have something else to do?
I just like to watch you guys.
Oh, Denny boy.
Lisa's mother has cancer.
Oh, yeah.
But is also trying to get Tommy to put a down payment on her friend's new place.
Everyone's taking advantage of Johnny.
Yep, they're supposed to be getting married in like a month's time.
He's the nicest guy.
Oh, he's my best friend. Oh, he's just the sweetest guy. I think Johnny is what Tommy wants to be.
Wants to be.
That is basically. Oh, Denny is also addicted to drugs.
Oh yeah, that might have been my favourite scene in the whole film, actually.
I bought some drugs off of him. Things got mixed up. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Johnny is teetotal until Lisa convinces him to drink and then starts lying to people saying that he hit her.
Yeah.
It's a wild story, this film.
Why'd you betray me? Why?
So what is your favourite scene?
The scene that literally had me howling. Like, I had to restrain myself from just to stop. It's just after the scuffle on the rooftop where Chris R. And Denny have that scuffle.
Fucking dead,
Bearing in mind, like, it's just those two characters up on the rooftop where Denny's being threatened and beaten up by this drug dealer. And then Johnny appears to, like, break them apart. But then all of a sudden the camera just cuts back. And, like, Lisa and her mum are there in the doorway. And it doesn't sound funny. But when you watch it, just the way it's cut, how did those characters get there? They were literally not there like 5 seconds before. It just felt like suddenly all of the characters in this film appeared on that rooftop out of nowhere, and it had me going so much. There's a lot of gems in the movie, but that one just really stood out to me. It was great. Again, just like a lot of dialogue got me going. So, you know, like characters arriving and then instantly having to leave. Lisa bringing up the fact that she doesn't love Johnny, but then when people start talking to her about that, she says she doesn't want to talk about it, even though she brought it up.
One of my favourite moments is the flower shop scene.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Nothing about how that scene plays out makes sense, and it's so quick. So I can have a dozen red roses. Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. That's me. You're my favourite customer. Oh, hi, doggy. Nothing about that scene makes sense.
It's almost like, you know, oh, hi, Johnny, I didn't recognise you. Like, Tommy Wiseau looks like a random generic person.
Yeah. And obviously, I did not hit her. It was bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's so famous. It is probably the most famous scene in the film. Often, you're tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
See a reference to Rebel Without a Cause.
I love you, darling.
Anything for my princess.
Yes.
It's such a gem of a film, but
Yeah.
it's awful.
Yeah.
But I would
It
highly
is.
recommend everyone should watch it. But you have to go and watch it when it's when it's been told.
Do not watch this at home, because you will lose interest very quickly and you will switch over because of how abysmally poor it is. But when you're in the cinema and everyone is there having a good time and just embracing how bad it is, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is the way this movie is designed to be watched.
Yeah, wasn't the intention of it.
No, you literally thought he was going to win awards for it, but it has done what he wanted to do, and it has propelled him into starhood in a very niche way. But as we saw from the beginning of Disaster Artist, there are a lot of well-respected people in the entertainment industry that love this film for one reason or another.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to push people to seek out The Room.
It is like a cult.
Do you think you're going to read the book?
I will read the book, yeah. I'm
It's
curious.
a very good book.
I'm curious now.
Seth Rogen and James Franco, they got in touch with Greg 3 weeks after the book came out to discuss making a movie out of it. And Greg said he said that when we were talking to him, his intention with the book was that he said, if I write a good enough book about this story, then a good movie will be made about this awful film. And that, was a success. It was also a very early A24 film.
And the irony that The Disaster Artist, the film, was Oscar nominated.
Yeah. James Franco, who did an incredible Tommy Wiseau impression, brought Tommy up on stage when he accepted his Golden Globe.
Yeah.
And literally went on talk shows with him.
Yeah.
And he has a cameo. I find it funny that Greg's cameo in The Disaster Artist got cut. When he played the cast, but Tommy's in a post-credit scene.
And I maintain that Tommy's acting in that scene is the best he's ever done.
But it's not good. I'm going to pass this off to our members. Have any of our members seen this? In fact, I know for a fact 2 out of 3 of you haven't. And the next time this comes around, which in theory should be another year's time, I'm dragging the pair of you to this.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll be a lot of fun. And to the broader audience, has anybody else seen The Room with a crowd? So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And we'll see you when we see you.
Bye.